Hey everyone, my name's Will Houts, and I'd like to talk about duality and seeming opposite things in this world. Now, I have a dry erase board here, and we're going to draw a few pictures. I know you know what this is. The yin-yang symbol. It's a symbol of contrast. I used to think that was the evil side with a little good in it. That was the good side with a little evil in it. That's the way I saw it. See, they're all in one circle now. Now, energy. I want to bring this up. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change state. So, for instance, water liquid can turn into ice and vapor as well. Clouds, condensation, like you can see water in so many different forms, but it's all water. Steam, water takes on a lot of different forms. And then the caterpillar. Caterpillar and the butterfly. Seeming opposites, but how can this butterfly exist without the caterpillar? It can't. They need each other. Just like I need this white background and a black marker or a colored marker so you can see it. If I had a black background and black marker, you wouldn't see any of this. But we have that contrast. Without the contrast, we don't really have that experience of this drawing. And that goes for other things in this world as well. Oh, one more. Seed. So that seed is in its dormant state. It's dormant. It has pure potential to be a plant. But right now it's just sitting there. You plant that seed, give it what it needs, and it begins to grow the roots, and it goes from contracted state to expanded state. Now this is all across the reality that we experience. You can see it all over the place. The contraction going to an expanded state. You don't see plants getting smaller every day and turning back into seeds. Now, things are expanding. The universe itself expanding. Things are always in flux. Things are always changing. For instance, think of the human body. Somebody dies, their body turns back into the soil. That soil provides the nutrients for a tree. That tree provides fruit. And then whatever eats that fruit becomes part of them. And the cycle continues. It keeps happening. But the energy is never destroyed. It's never created. It was always there. It's just changing form, changing state the whole time. Now, life. What gives things life? What makes things what they are? Now, God created all. But what materials did God use to create all? We're told that everything that you see comes from the unseen. And science, metaphysics, and everything is finding out that everything that we see in this world is very much acting like a hologram. That they have found that everything is made of light, photons. Isn't that crazy? It's just light vibrating at a much slower speed. But yes, everything's made of photons. So everything's made of the same stuff. The life, God, source, universe, the all-pervading energy, the changeless one, the unnameable, is within everything. Okay. Now, you'd think, if God's in everything, that means everything's here to help me out, right? Yeah, you're right. Everything's here for your good. But then when you use your senses and you look around, you're like, well, that person, that situation, this, and this, they're for my good. Yeah, I definitely understand that. But that person, those situations, and that feeling, or those feelings, they're not for my good. They're kind of a hindrance. But think about it. You've had something pretty upsetting happen in your life. A lot of times, it becomes a blessing in disguise. In disguise is what I'm hitting on right here. What if the source of all, which is God, is within all, is changeless, but just wearing all these different suits? And you got to look past those suits, which is called unconditional love. Unconditional love does not judge the book by its cover. It doesn't say, well, you're bad, you're here. You're good, you're over here. Or I'm going to give you a name. I'm going to label you. I'm going to say you're a bad thing, like I said. Or good. Love doesn't do that. Love is all-inclusive. Love does not judge ever. Ever. It allows what is to be. That's it. It goes much deeper than that, but that's a very basic way of saying it. But this love that allows everything to be, this love is also within everything. Love is also a synonym for God. And this love, which is in all, can be in an dormant state, just like the seed I showed you. It can be in an inactive, dormant, contracted state. But this is a lot of the expanding game that we're experiencing here. For instance, something that you cannot tangibly see, fear. What if the dormant seed within fear is actually courage, just not realized yet? Courage is the seed within fear. And when you show love to that fear, instead of pushing it away and saying, you're not serving me, get away from me, I want something better, you say, fear, I heard that everything's here to help me. I allow you to be. I don't judge you, I don't push you away. I'm going to look at you as the divine, wearing a suit that's not very comfortable to look at or feel, but I'm going to trust that you're here for my highest good. And just allow it. Not, hey, fear, I love you. No, change, okay? Change to something better. Change to courage right now. No, you allow it. That's it. Don't try to hurry it up. And you will see that it begins to change its state. Like I told you, these seeming opposites are changing their state. And this love is the catalyst. And why? Because the love and light within you is love and light within all. Jesus saw this when he healed people. He didn't see evil and good. He didn't see that. He didn't see sick and healthy. He saw beyond that because he knew that God said, I, God, create the darkness and the light, the good and the evil. That means God's beyond those, that seeming duality. When Jesus saw somebody that was sick, he would actually see, oh, I see health in its dormant state, in its seed state. And to call it forth, I need to just look for it and know it's there. So then that light within that person and the light within him are the same. And truth recognizes truth, and he would call it towards the surface, and you would see what you call the other side of the coin in a way. But really, you would see beyond sides. You would just see the truth. What if the truth and heaven are the same, can be used interchangeably? What if they are here right now? What if we are actually living in heaven right now? Jesus pretty much said, we have people waiting for the end of days, Jesus coming out of the clouds. Well, Jesus said, guys, if someone says heaven's over there, or that you can actually witness it with your senses, he said, no, that's not it. Heaven is within you, is what he said. So what if we are in heaven right now and everything is actually perfection, but a lot of parts we have agreed to, or we have in some way forgotten about it over time. We forgot that we are actually in the Garden of Eden right now. And it's us thinking that we need to do something different to find heaven. Or that heaven's something that happens after you die. Think about this, guys. I just want you to think about it. What if there's only one energy here, and that's it? And you got to have unconditional love, and you can't judge the exterior. And oftentimes, the things that you've been pushing away for so long that have been trying to get your attention, do you know why they're trying to get your attention? Because they are there to liberate you. They are there for your love to help liberate them and pull the truth to the surface. They're there to help you. Everything is here to help you. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be super easy or that it's not going to be painful at times. But there's a lot going on in this world, and instead of us picking sides, I'm Republican, I'm Democrat, I'm for this, I'm against this, why do you need to pick a side? I love all of you, and thanks for listening. Till next time.